Critical.
I assume you've all selected a character hook from the player's guide, as I strongly recommended you did. As you are currently in Sandpoint, at the Swallowtail Festival. Unfortunately, due to the fact that I was prepared for you guys to take... Oh, it's for the autumn equinox. That's nice and easy. It's lovely. There's lots of people around. It's nice and busy. There's all kinds of games around. Plenty to drink. Oh, and at noon, they even release a whole bunch of... What? God dang. Ah, yes, butterflies. Beautiful butterflies that children will chase. It's one of those wondrous days. So why are you all here? Why don't you introduce yourselves? Let's start off with Craig from the Creek.
I'm just here for the festival. Just here to look at stuff and to hang out with my doggo, who is the best companion ever.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Strong hands.
All right, Miss Snife. Miss has a shark bait. What about you?
Eleanor's knife, yeah.
Yeah, Eleanor has a knife. Yeah, I am Eleanor Snife. I am here with my wonderful companion Sharkbait, a perfectly normal large ferret, and we're here to enjoy the festival and maybe practice my trade of pest catching. What I do.
Man,
That's
get a load of that bait. That angry shark bait token.
utterly normal giant animal.
When you say giant, how giant you talking?
Oh wait, yeah, that's a good
That's it.
question.
That's a good question.
I think she's medium sized. That's because she's medium quadruped, right? Or
So
she's
am I-
like-
She's like the size of my wolf.
Like
Yeah,
imagine
she just
not a
picture-
dog wolf, a proper wolf, like one of those big Samoyeds.
like an actual wolf. So yeah, just a wolf sized ferret.
One that could lie on top of you from head to toe.
That's a wonderful thought. I wanna
Probably
picture
longer
one
being a
like that.
ferret.
Yeah, she has length, like not unlike a hot dog.
Kitty cat.
I still haven't bothered naming myself. I just remembered I hadn't done that.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Kitty cat is named Kitty Cat. And that's...
I'm here because it's a place I haven't been yet, and I'm a cat person. I like being new places.
Going places, meeting people. Exciting.
I'm a cat.
And finally, we have the only somewhat normal person in this party.
Well, somewhat. In fact, that I kind of look human.
I
But
look somewhat human. I'm offended.
I'm Mountain Dew. I'm pretty human.
well, that's what I mean. I like pale as shit, kind of skinny, and I'm here, looking for just, you know, work really, but kind of enjoying the vibrancy of, the surroundings.
Nice.
Yeah, butterflies.
Butterflies are great.
They are definitely great. There's all kinds of people around town. When you walk into town, you're greeted by the mayor, Devon. A friendly guy who just loves... No, actually, it's a lady. Lovely. I love it when they only mention that in the pronouns. There's even jokes
Hey,
that if
better
you
be
happen to...
like specifically a woman.
Yes, Pathfinder loves making leadership positions specifically women. Which kind of makes sense. Because, they don't fight very often in medieval times, so they're probably not dead for long enough to, take a leadership position. In villages, at least.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Point is,
Yeah,
she's
cool.
joking about Lars, Ranky, and other locals who are more workaholics. It's like, if you're looking for him, you gotta find him in a shop. And they give you a pat in the back. This person is terrible during a pandemic. You know that much.
What a jokester.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
there's the somewhat more depressing Sheriff Belor Hemlock, who has walked up to each and every one of you, reminding you with a dour mood, like he's sort of hunched over, gives you a bit of a squint, like, remember to be safe around the evening bonfire. It's extremely... If you, for a moment, don't watch out, everything can burn down.
Fire. I have stopped listening.
And the second he thinks that you've even remotely absorbed his message, he scoots out to the next person to warn them.
I wave by the woman, just smile.
Sure.
Now, there are
Why?
plenty of games around here. There's games of hide and seek, weightlifting challenges, balance beam contests, tug of war. There aren't any real prizes for these, except bragging rights. Does anyone here have that competitive spirit to take part in festival games?
Yeah. Want tug of war?
I want tug of war. I want tug of war.
All right then.
Me, I'm good. I'm here to enjoy the scenery.
I'll tug
I'm
it.
just sort of going in various directions, looking at things, chatting it
You're
up.
like the ADD kid with like the ADHD kid with the, like 2 cotton candies in each hand.
Yeah.
I would like to point out, by the way, that on this beautiful day, lunch is provided for free. The
Hell
finest
yeah.
dishes are offered up at a variety of stalls around the place, each fuming with delicious aromas, each tickling your noses.
I
Yeah,
am
I'm-
seeking that land meat.
There
I'm
are
mostly
there
like the
apparently the
camping
local boar meat is quite common, as in game, and apparently they have access to spices
Well,
because
that's just insane.
there's things like curry spiced salmon
Salmon.
and
They
lobster
even pronounce it
chowder.
weird. That's how out there it is.
You even got peppercorn venison.
They
That one somehow sounds like the most common for medieval society.
gracious. They're using salt and pepper on the same meat.
God, Claire, how long has it been since your family's done that?
Thank you.
It truly is.
Bully button.
Felts and stuff. Bonfires are warm. As
This is getting turned into a bloodbath.
several people decide to have a bit of a speeching moment. Again, the sheriff is there, the mayor is there, basically acting exactly as they have been the whole day. Although the sheriff is like a little bit more forward about it. He like claps his hand to get everyone's attention. Like, be careful around the fire. We had a fire a few years ago with the church. We don't want this again.
Some-
It's like, remember, you'll die.
People
Everyone
die
will
when they are
die one
killed,
day.
and people are killed when they are on fire.
It's a very pretty fire, though.
I just sort of look at Sharkbait and nod.
There's some chatting, and then the mayor scoots in and says, Mr. Lonjinku Kajitsu was going to have a speech, but he unfortunately is not available. So, and then someone runs up on the stage. It's like midday-ish, so everyone's like sitting around eating food and not busy with games.
I'm very busy with food.
It's Sirak Drakus who immediately begins telling tall tales, and it's extremely boring.
Oh. I was
Oh,
about
so-
to be invested.
This is he tells you a tall tale about the long and extensive financial procedures necessary to build a new cathedral. And then at the end, he has the guts to make himself look good.
Oh my god.
It's
Well,
incredible.
Is there what role do I like try to keep in my attention?
A will check to see if you have the
Will
discipline
save.
to avoid just falling asleep at the long and extensive history as to the necessary transport of goods and services.
Wait, I got a better idea. Can I try to interject slyly using my massive charisma to try to spice up the story?
Unfortunately, the speaker standing on a small podium and interjecting might be taken the wrong way.
You know,
I just like kick him off stage.
you mad lib the story as he's right next to his podium.
You're free to go and try.
Nah, wouldn't be that rude. No, Claire, I was imagining it the Hamilton way.
Yeah, I got
Yo.
that. Wait till he starts talking about, how rebellion is bad or something.
Yeah. Anyway, the self-promotion he throws in at the end is actually for everyone to check out his new production, The Harpy's Curse. The lead role of Avisera, the Harpy Queen, will be played by none other than the magnificent Magnamarian diva Alessandro. And as no one responds because they've all fallen asleep from this exotically boring story about finances.
May have killed a few people too. We don't know.
Yes. People died of boredom. What a day. They're going
That's how the party just gets wiped that way.
after this point, you essentially have until evening before things really kick off as they'll just light the bonfire and all.
We gotta be safe.
Is there anything you'd like to do while walking around town? You've seen some colorful figures, some beige figures.
One figure that I've already forgotten existed.
The lunch is free, the games are plenty.
Are there any games?
There are games.
I want to do games.
There are games, as I said, of hide and seek, sack races, weightlifting, there's balance beam contests, tug of war, and more.
I do balance beams.
You decide to go for the balance beams. Alright. At the balance beams, you can't help but notice that the people who are taking care of this presumably work at the docks. They look like strong sailory fellows. You know, because
Oh.
most people on land don't really have to worry about their balance.
My kind of people.
Hey there, sailor.
Where can I find some sailors?
I'm looking for some sailors.
I'm looking for a man with a sailor tattoo.
Me and my doggo are gonna try all of the food.
You can roll me a fort save to see if that works out for you. Stuffing your face with all the food that there's around. Because nobody's stopping you. And this is a lot of different types of food.
That's a bad roll.
Yeah, that sits very, very heavily on your stomach. You quickly begin
But
to realize.
goddamn, it was worth it.
You quickly realize that the combination of, well, let's just say that you shouldn't mix every spice on the known continents at once.
Says you.
This just says you, narrator.
You're gonna have to weather this one out for an hour.
That's fine.
But it was great. All right, if you want to do some balancing acts, during which
Which I
people at first they just stand around on the balance beam to show that they can stand on it all, and then they get like these. They remind you a bit of reeds. They have like these big fluffy pillow-like ends, and they just start beating each other with it to try and throw each other off balance.
Awesome.
Ezra might be watching because she's, more interested in like the test of strengths and skills. Be like, ooh,
It's an acrobatics check to see how well you perform against these fine peasants and sailors.
I'm definitely
1 and
watching
4.
this now.
But you don't have to participate. You can just watch the contest.
Yeah, I'm watching this. I want to see where the cat goes.
There are some pretty skilled top men among here. Individuals who climb the ropes every day in fear for their lives, standing atop the highest places where the sway is the strongest. They know how to keep their feet, but not against this strange feline thing that comes out of nowhere and swipes them off their feet. In a magnificent bout, they are declared the guy who's like hosting this small event, which is really just a log on a patch of dirt that's been marked off with a bit of string. Can I have your name, fellow?
Fuck.
Shoot, think of a name, think of a name.
Surprising to see a stranger perform so well at this fine game. Yes, fine.
Wait, can you charisma yourself a name?
I'm
No.
trying to think of one to charisma myself.
Don't say pole dancer.
Sharkbait. That's a good name.
Sharkbait's eyes glow, staring at Kitty Cat.
I mean, there's other events around as well. There's also like gypsies doing fortune telling of a variety of means. Crystal balls, cards, palm reading. There's also like the errant wizard who is like providing useful advice. They're wearing fake beards.
ooh.
My God.
All right. So what does Sharkbait's master and Ezra want to do?
Also, he's going with Talon. Cats have talons.
Well then, Talon it is. Winner
Because
of the mighty
half the
Balance
games are
Beam Festival.
Cat full cans of weed.
There's a small applause from a few locals.
Thank you. And I'm just showing off now.
Ezra might go see a fortune teller. Just
What kind of fortune telling are you privy to? The crystal ball, the reading of guts, the reading of palms, cards,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
throwing of dice and bones.
What's reading of guts?
Uh,
I don't even know
gut
what
reading.
that. I'll just go with palm.
Good answer.
Pull out my hand and be like, ooh.
Ooh. So I quickly need to know a little bit of okay, you have shadow blending. You don't have transformation abilities. Because there's a species that has that, but no, those are changelings and shifters, aren't they? Yeah, whatever. You visit a small tent where clearly someone has put in all the work to look as exotic as possible. The tent is directly adjacent to their little cart. They have a fine hood over their head, shadowing their eyes. In front of them is a sort of pillow wooden device you can rest your palm into with ease. With all the creature comforts, there's incense burning and a thin layer of smoke hanging at the ceiling. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, almost got the hiccups there.
Oh no.
Additionally, a fine, cozy leather chair frames this lean individual dressed in wide robes. Their lean fingers tracing the table. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Another person wishes to see their future. Sit, sit. For today, this first one's free.
Alright, I like free. So I'm just gonna tip my hand back and outstretch my fingers.
So what fortune do you wish for me to read? Your financial fortune? Your romantic fortunes?
I see some cat fur on your hands.
Let's go with an adventurous or financial fortune.
Yes. Let me read that poem of yours. As I... Oh, yes. See, this is your... You have no idea what they're talking about. They're just, like, pointing at wrinkles in your hand and saying that those are specific lines. And the way they cross imply specific things.
God, it's like I'm back in China.
What?
Chinese are all about this.
They point out how particular crossings and particular, like, animals, like, oh, the swirling here indicates this. But eventually, what it comes down to is that they predict that you will be involved in a grand adventure where every sin will tempt and strike at you like the lashing of a whip. Stay strong, hero, or you will become part of evil itself.
You're scary. I like you.
I presume at this point you get up and leave the tent.
Yep.
It's scary. I appreciate the hustle.
As you do so, you can't help but hear like some sound as they take up a small box and just start reapplying some makeup.
They say the same thing to literally everybody.
Like, ooh, peril, danger.
Everyone will
sin.
get involved. Your romantic fortune. You will be involved with sin, corrupted to evil. It's like I just want to know if I'm going to smooch someone tonight. All right, we have one person left who hasn't smooched
Lady
something.
Claire.
Well, I mean, obviously, I would also be trying while watching the various events and the definitely not going to a palm reading because I don't believe in that sort of thing. I mean, if I want some wisdom, I'll ask my friend.
Sharkbait this, sharkbait that. How do I get rid of this ugly hat? And Sharkbait just steals it.
Oh, she stole it.
Exactly.
You know what? I heard about the curry. I want to try the curry. I want to try the curry.
Do you even know what curry is?
Yes. Wait.
No, I mean, does your character know what curry is?
That is a good point. You know, I am a very wilderness kind of person. Wait.
Because otherwise, you're just going to see this piss yellowy, like kind of diarrhea yellowy soup with chunky food in it.
It still sounds good, even if you describe it that way.
Like it's steamy, it's spicy, it tickles your nose with exotic tastes and flavors.
It would have to smell pretty good. I mean, I've seen pretty bad food before.
I mean, to be fair, apparently curry can be different colors, but the ones my mother usually made were all like yellowy.
Well, I mean, I was at your place and made a red curry,
You're not my mom.
but you've eaten it.
You're not my real mom.
The qualifier for my statement was that my mother always made yellowy curry.
Yeah, but you qualified that by stating it was some weird idea they can be other
Whatever.
colors.
Whatever.
I think that you just don't like the color yellow. That's fine.
Point
I'm
is, there's a yellowy
Get-
dish in front of you, filled with meats and spices.
I offered shark bait.
Sharkbait eats everything. Is sharkbait immune or resistant in any capacity to spicy food?
She's immune to acid. Or no, she's resistant to acid.
In that case, I don't think sharkbait even knows what spicy food is.
I think
Sharkbait probably just approves in that case.
Yeah.
Meat. Give me that grease.
Give me- You amuse me.
Do you want to try some?
Yeah, I want to try some. Of course
Roll
I
me
do.
a
Like
fort
that.
save. As you take a bite of spicy food.
And it logged me out of the website.
Sexy.
What? Yeah, 1 second. It logged me out of my page. So it logged me out. Yeah, let me just. Technical difficulties for no reason here. My fort save is not too bad, actually. Also, I have a +2 saving throw bonus against enchantment spells and effects.
This is not enchanting spice. This is just a good curry.
Pretty dang good.
Woo!
Curry.
Woo! Woo! You're not used to curry, though. It's a spicy food. Unless for some reason you always pick out the spiciest herbs in the forest.
It
Otherwise,
reminds me of the herbs in the forest.
you're very much caught off guard by the fact that your tongue can be insulted like this, and this is considered a dish to treat at a festival. Woo! Woo!
I don't think I would go for food like this all the time. I wonder if people do that.
Sharkbait probably just calls you a coward for being so weak.
Yep.
You're weak, baby Claire.
And they duke you. Duke. Finally, as you all had a fun time, the festival comes to its, well, the sundown moment, as a certain individual known as Father Zentus takes the central podium. He throws a fucking thunderstone on the floor to get everyone's attention. Which,
There were
Wow.
easier ways to do that.
in case you don't know, a thunderstone isn't exactly something you use just to get someone's attention. I think this thing deafens people if they're too close by.
It does.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
using specifically for that.
ah shit.
I don't like that.
My ears, they are sensitive.
so suddenly there's this
It's this pow. I don't like it. I was having a conversation.
and he says to
Over
everyone, now we will commence the prayer of the first dreaming. This has always been part of this beautiful festival. He bends himself over the small podium, upon which he's probably prepared a variety of paperwork. However, it is at this point that something overtakes the place. Something tiny.
Mhm.
Something evil. Because suddenly, from a variety of alleys, under boxes, under tables, in places
Oh
you're
God,
pretty
it's
sure
rats.
was no one before, it's not rats, it's goblins. And
Oh.
a good way to set the mood for how goblins are is
Stabbed.
well, no. Let me just get to this. A sharp retort, like a crack of distant thunder, slices through the excited crowd with the sun setting rays paint the western sky. Gosh, that's way too flowery. A stray dog that has crawled under a nearby wagon to sleep startles awake. At a buzz of 24 conversations, quickly hushes as all heads toward the center podium, where Beaming's father Zenthus has taken stage. He clears his throat, takes a breath to speak, and suddenly a woman's scream slices through the air. A few moments later, another scream, and then another. And beyond them, a sudden surge of strange new voices rises. High-pitched, fitting shrieks that sound not quite like a human. The crowd parts, something low to the ground rumbles by, giggling with a disturbing glee as the stray dog gives a pain yelp and then collapses with a gurgle, its throat cut open from ear to ear. As blood pools around its head, the raucous sound of strange song begins from shrill, scratchy voices. This is just the background context. This is the Goblin Song. Goblins are idiots. They're so fucking stupid they think that writing words down steals them from your brain. But they're also terrifying in the fact that they're I like to call them evil innocent. They'll basically cut you to pieces, and they'll do it with a big smile, like but they're not evil. They're just stupid. They're just really stupid and don't understand what they're doing is bad. Which, in a way,
Except dogs. They actually hate dogs.
yeah, they specifically hate dogs.
That's what?
So,
Because they have their own dogs that they think are better.
yeah. So, they're essentially children. They're children, but with slightly less scruples. Just like a pinch. So here's the Goblin Song that rises in the background at all times while they're doing this. It's terrible, but they're goblins. Please excuse them.
Goblins chew and goblins bite. Goblins cut and goblins fight. Stab the dog and cut the horse. Goblins eat and take by force. Goblins race,
Guys, I need to
goblins
go kill
jump.
him.
goblins slash, goblins bump. Burn the skin, smash the head. Goblins here and you be dead. Chase the
I've already
baby.
drawn my sword.
No, this is the background stuff, just so you have an idea. As to the constant chanting that happens while these things are jumping on they're jumping on the what are they called again? The merchant stalls. They're kicking at things. They're just cutting at people with gleeful delight, as if it's the funniest thing, really. Which is background dressing. There are guards, there are people intervening, but this is just the background noise.
Chase the baby, catch the pup. Bonk the head to shut it up.
Bones be cracked, flesh be stewed.
We are goblins, you be food.
And these creatures, in 20 fucking years, become civilized society. Fuck you, Paizo. Eat shit.
I like how this suddenly exploded.
I like how this turned into this goddamn soapbox spray that ended from a song, went from a song to a just F you Paizo live on stream. Hello everyone in the back.
Jesus Christ. Ah.
Are you
Point is-
okay?
Point is. Also, I'm pretty sure that there's another moment. There's a sequel to Runelords, which I think features goblins doing the exact same shit again. So yes, these people are now accepted into polite society for some reason. Point is, there's a whole bunch of goblins jumping around, being crazy. They're jumping on stands. They're jumping on people, slicing dogs, and pulling at women. The whole place is in turmoil. For context, about 30 goblins have besieged the city. You only have to worry about the ones you say you have to worry about, because those are the ones not currently preoccupied by the guards that are also in town, trying their best to assuage the situation.
God, the dang art for that goblin. I'm joking.
Look at those beautiful boys.
Yes, look at those.
Look at those handsome mouths, those trustworthy eyes, those civilized clothes.
I mean, personally, Safi, segregation against goblins was wrong, no matter how much
They segregated themselves.
See, that's very not progressive talk right there. This is
Claire, there's a difference between gentrification as a result of the financial institutions that govern a country, and they're just intentionally living in shitty neighborhoods for the gangster points.
well, I will definitely fight them. Sharkbait though is chuckling quite a bit. She's doing.
I'm going to kill him.
Anyway,
I got
as
my
this
foot.
chanting goes on in the background, and a bunch of goblins have decided to jump on a few carts. Stalls specifically. Things are picking up. People are screaming and running away in fear, and these are small boys, but like a lot of people have cut legs. There's at least a few people with their calves like split open, and the goblins are like laughing at them. One of the goblins has actually already gotten on top of the stall before you had much of a time to react, and is like kicking around Alchemist's fire for shits and giggles.
Jeez.
The others just start laughing when his foot catches fire for a moment.
Yeah, you know, guys. If we just waited it out, I mean, they might just set themselves on fire.
Throwing a kerosene bottle at him.
I mean, they'll also set the city on fire, which is worse.
I have a
Good
bottle
point.
of kerosene. I have multiple vials of kerosene.
All right, it's time for initiative.
And
What do you
to
think
relook
fire-
at what popcorn initiative is.
It's the highest person goes first, and then they decide who goes next.
Where's my initiative button on this sheet?
Right under hit points and stuff.
There it is.
So says your cousin, Throckmorton. Don't forget,
So-
we're using the 3-action system as well as having the escalation die. Don't
I'm
forget, you
scared
all
to
start
look
with
up
1
the
hero
Rockmore.
point because you're heroic.
Awesome.
Ba-ba-ba-bop. Mm, 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 mm. All right, Kitty Cat, you are the first to go and decide who goes first. Lucky you. There are
Okay.
goblins jumping on a nearby cart. They are unassailed by guards or anyone trying to stop them.
Well, I mean, obviously I gotta sort them.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to start a fire with how much alchemist fire they're kicking around, how much oil is like dripping off the thing.
Why was that there?
Just so you know, we didn't get a initiative from Shrapnel.
Yeah, Claire, you
What?
didn't click here.
But I totally
No,
did.
Claire did.
By the way,
Yeah,
you only roll
Sniper-
initiative for
Snipe is right there.
you only roll
She
initiative
just
for
did.
yourself. You do not roll for your pets. They always act immediately after you, or during your
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
Well, there's somebody who didn't get.
No,
No.
we all roll.
There's 4 party members.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
it's a-
looking at the list and it's only showing 3 of us.
Yeah, Claire didn't click her token.
What?
It's
Okay.
fine. We're using a system of initiative that doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I won anyway, so.
Okay. Why does it always happen?
You have 3 actions. How do you want to spend them?
Okay, so I will need to get closer.
Take a
We can
movement.
push past Ezra. 1, 2, 3.
Fun fact: let me give you a tip. Grab your token, click and hold, and then use the right mouse button. If you click right mouse while you're doing this, you can actually draw paths.
Yeah, I'm currently using my trackpad.
Yeah, in that case, it doesn't help. You can go around here-ish, like in that area.
And then
Now I gauge I can get up to here.
the right mouse button just drags the map for me. So
No, you click and hold your token first.
And then you push the right mouse button.
See, most people have more than one finger on their hand, so they can push 2 buttons at once.
Well, yeah, I'm doing that. It just drags.
Yeah, for me, it's when I do that, it creates an arrow, but it also drags the map.
Okay,
around.
yeah, that happens sometimes. I don't know why.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna use the ruler, which is,
Yeah, the ruler's pretty nice too. All right, Kitty Cat, you storm in. You've used 1 action.
Okay, I'm gonna stab that one.
The goblin is dancing. Dancing! He hasn't acted yet, so he's
I'm
flat-footed.
going for his legs. He's gonna be no-footed when I'm done. Except I got a
Unfortunately, you're used to fighting things that, fight, not dance like idiots, while they're giggling to themselves about getting fire on their foot. Who goes next?
So the attack takes my remaining 2.
You have one more action, yes. Excuse me. You can try another attack with a -5, or...
yeah, because remember, movement is 1 action. So
Yeah, I figured that part, Bella.
Okay.
That is, I got that.
Hey, don't yell at the animal.
Where?
Or the non-animal.
So can I use one of my other tools that I have because I have a bunch of them lying around?
What kind of tools do you want to use?
I was gonna throw in my small firecrackers at his face.
Sure, why not? He gets a
Feel like we're just gonna
firecracker in
reach-
his face.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna.
Does it do anything other than damage?
No, but it's meant to be a startling tool.
Well, he's definitely startled by the fact that he gets a firecracker thrown in his face. Ah!
Okay, and next I'm gonna have Eleanor go. I
Eleanor.
want to see Eleanor's knife.
They're throwing firecrackers.
Right.
By the way, yes, I got firecrackers for this exact purpose.
I'm gonna slip over here
There's fire and smoke and panic and chanting.
and oh my
Shoot me with your giant ass ballista.
yeah, that's why I bought it just to.
You
aim
mount it on
straight
shark
at
bait.
you. Am I close enough to use my crossbow on this one in here? Where's the thingy? It's fine. I'm gonna aim my little bow. And roll a 3.
Artisanal.
Oh, 3. Yeah, I didn't have the artisanal part. I'm an idiot. What do you have when it's masterwork?
+1. Also, you do not add your
Okay.
dex to damage.
Whoops.
We're not playing 5e here.
That's my bad. Yeah, I think it's a miss anyway, though.
Yeah,
That's the
it's a 1. Don't get Como on me here.
Yeah, sorry. So we both rolled ones.
Just for context, Como consistently and insistently doesn't understand that a critical hit always hits, regardless of what he tries to do to stop it. He's like, I have shield and these other things. Like, doesn't matter. It's a crit. Great. Great. These goblins are amazing. Jesus. Sharkbait. What does Sharkbait do? Because they still have their actions.
Yeah, alright, Sharkbait. Go!
They have 40 feet movement speed. Don't forget they're a bit faster than you. Woom. Woomy.
Woomy. How far is 40 feet? I can't find the dang measurement tool thingy.
It's underneath the.
They can move like.
magnifying glass.
They can move quite a distance, by the way. They can move like adjacent to the goblins.
Oh, okay.
Jump on the stall with them.
Yeah, jump on the stall with them. Sharkbait's gonna go for a bite on the goblin that just got a firecracker.
Suddenly, this long wormy noodle scoots.
Just scoots right next to the kitty cat animal.
And just goes
And-
crunch.
And just crunches. Where is bite? Yeah, crunch.
That is the description on what a bite is. That is not the bite attack. You will find the bite attack higher up on the sheet, under offense.
Oh, hey, look at that. That is, yeah. Alright, Sharkbait, I missed. You're up.
Congratulations, Sharkbait mangles it. Bring it down to -3.
Oh.
So he
Sorry,
got
just-
startled by my firework and then tackled by a giant ferret.
Yeah, and then had its
He's
head
having an off
chopped
day.
off. FYI, the ferret stares at you while it's biting down on its head.
Sharkbait has one more attack. Or one more action, to be specific.
Okay. Sharkbait drops her prey and attacks the next goblin.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
And I didn't. What? Okay, I accidentally exited out of the sheet and it logged me out again. One moment. Why is it doing this? And. Okay, crunch. Gonna bite again.
That's with -5, as it is a second attack. No.
Darn. Yeah, she wanted it.
Who gets the next turn, Eleanor?
So
Look at
essentially,
that.
if we go first, our team gets the whole first round.
If you want to, yes. But
That
the
seems
enemy
kinda
can then
weird,
double
you
up as well.
I mean, I'm fine with that. You know what? I want to see what the rock biter can do.
All right. I am going to move over here and smack this one here with my sling.
Ow!
Ow!
And Tyr is going to run up and give it a chomp.
Okay. That misses. The two of you still have one more action, though. So you can try for another attack with a -5. Do note that since you are now attacking ranged into melee, you have a -4 as well.
-9.
Yeah. It turns out trying to hit someone who's already fighting someone else is kind of hard.
But you're using a sling.
Oh well.
You can't stop
Try
smiling when I
anyway.
look at the bait token. Sorry.
Shot goes wide. Your dog can bite again. That's
And he
2.
misses.
Nope. Who goes next?
I suppose it would be Ezra. Yeah, Ezra.
Yeah, going in. I only have a 20 move speed, so I can get to him, right?
You have 20 per action, yes. So you can also charge for 2 actions. Double movement, straight line, 1 attack.
Okay.
Also, you take a -2 to your armor class, but that's not that relevant, probably.
Yeah.
Against these guys? Probably not.
I'm
The
gonna
goblins
go
don't have
in.
bite attacks despite those gnarly teeth. So weird.
And I will. Damn it.
Wow.
The rolls
Did-
today
did
have been
you trip?
amazing. You have one more action.
I mean, I am running with the great sword, so I think I just impale it on the ground, or at least the cart.
You murdered the
This
cart.
stupid cart, it's annoying.
It's
well-
also dead now.
Alright.
Allow this.
Actually, no, wait. Charging is a full round action, so that would be all your 3 actions.
Yep.
It's now just the actions you take instead of a special type action. The goblins are gonna go regardless of what you guys think. They're all skimpering and scampering. This one decides to jump on that dog and hit it with its dog slicer. It only
Yeah,
clangs on the armor, though. Wait, excuse me. These are all set to GM. It's a 14. I think tier has 16 AC, so it just clank, 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 clank.
Would it really clank on leather?
I don't know.
Plap, plap,
He just
plap,
hits the
plap.
buckles for some reason. In fact, he'll just keep slicing 3 times, each time missing over and over.
Missing more each time.
Definitely. He definitely does. He should have set himself up for a flank, but he's dumb. This one jumps on his old comrade with a 5-foot step, and then sticks a spin with its dog slicer. A 17 to sharkbait.
Oh no!
Takes 2 damage.
That was a very unwise move.
A little innocent bait now has a little cut. It then scores a 14 for another 5 damage.
Okay, I'm just looking at the goblin like, oh no.
The goblins get
fine.
another turn. Because you guys are being so mean about it.
Dang, man, bait took 7 damage already.
This one takes a 5-foot step and goes for the kitty cat that threw fireworks. They want those fireworks. So they're actually going to do something a little bit different. They tried a combat maneuver check to pick your pocket. What is your CMD?
Let me go and check what that is.
It's on your core page.
CMD 15.
See, yeah, okay. In that case, it does not in fact pick your pocket. Angry with how this worked, it tries to hit you, but it's too busy. It has one hand in your pocket. It can't really hit you accurately like this.
Nope, no, I'm gonna do something else.
What is it?
I'm gonna parry riposte it. Did I beat it?
Now, there's something I want to do because I happen to know how some classes handle parrying and riposting.
Just lop his hand off.
No. Parry and riposte. Riposte looks okay. I can spend 1 panache points. Oh, there we go. No, there's some other classes I've seen that have parry. They have to like sacrifice attacks on their full round attack to do that. But you're just like, yeah, I just do it. In that case, that goblin ain't a goblin no more.
Oh, and since it actually has the same amount of hit dice as me, I get that panache point back. Killing blows.
Yeah, it has 1 hit. Hit it to die.
And so
It's
do I,
dead.
technically, so. Yeah, so I got my
So
point
I
back.
guess you get your action then.
Yep.
I don't
I'm
get.
gonna like jump over this table, like off the table, and go for like a jumping attack on it.
So fun fact, I don't know why this does this, but there are these things on the map. These are like indications for where the encounters are supposed to start. These don't make any sense because they already put the tokens down for me.
They done.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't need
maybe
both.
just in case.
All right.
Yeah, I'm move and jump off of this table and try to stab this goblin.
Nice. That's with -5 because it's a multiple attack. No, wait. This is your own turn, so yes, you do hit, and it too goes to -1 exactly.
Blech.
Oh my
Okay,
god, what the hell is
we
this
win.
number? Okay, each of you get. Well, we're not quite done yet, because just as you finish up, you hear worries from afar, as a man is very worried about his cart.
It's just cabbages.
These
again.
goblins have
Yeah.
torches. Actually, I'm going to show you some of the handouts. They're very fun. Look at these gentlemen.
Oh my god.
Blah.
They're having such a good time.
And then there's this guy.
Okay, he's
I like.
having
I
lots of-
love how you can tell this is new art.
Is that Glumshanks?
Yeah, I love how you can tell this is new art.
Claire,
it
that's
kind-
Glumshanks.
Yeah, that's.
I'm hearing
Glumshanks.
Norm MacDonald from looking at it.
Yeah, it's literally Glumshanks. It's freaking me out.
No, this is.
Just imagine that sound, but Norm MacDonald.
Oh no! Oh no! Point is, there's now goblins with torches running around.
Ah, great. This will be fun.
So yes, a cart is now on fire, and they're like dancing around it. They're having a war dance.
They're stealing your thing.
I'll kill him.
Now this gets worse. This cart was full of the fuel meant for the bonfire.
Oh.
So they've ruined the bonfire.
I'll kill him. I
That-
also look forward to that. You know how many bonfires we have on a boat? None.
You know how? Yeah, and you know how long we had to listen to that dude talk about bonfire safety? This is going against his entire freaking life.
Alright, the goblin pyros will go first, as it is their turn. And they will basically spend all of their actions. Like,
Dancing.
the lot of them spend all their actions just torching this thing and dancing around the fire with reckless abandon. So you guys can decide among yourself who goes first.
I can run really fast.
So
I
can
am-
my wolf.
How much can your wolf run in a turn?
If he charges 100 feet, I think.
120.
No, wait, excuse me. Let me look at Tyr sheet. Tyr has a movement speed of 50, so if he spends all 3 actions moving, he can do 150 in a turn.
Yeah, my run speed is 120.
Nice.
I'm a kitty.
Because when you start running, you get a plus 10. Alright, who of you think they can do something before this fire gets out of control?
Well, I'm slow as shit, so.
Hand up.
Because the way the fire is going right now, it's just a bonfire, but if they light everything on fire at once, it gets a bit more intense than that. And there is
Okay, well,
foliage
I can-
nearby.
I
Foliage.
can create water.
Nice. You're a little far away for that, though.
I can
I have.
move slightly and create water.
I'll say Eleanor and Craig can decide among themselves who goes first, since you're closest to the fire and not distracted by goblins.
Well, I mean, we're not anymore.
I mean, I have cantrips, so I can put fires out, right?
What are your cantrips?
Thinks about that for a second. You know, I don't know. Craig, who should go first?
You picked
Here, let me-
resistance? Oh.
I'll move in and start putting out some fires here.
All right.
What is the range on my create water?
It's like touch. You have to get put your hands in the
It's
fire.
comes out of
25
your mouth.
feet. 25 feet.
So, as I mentioned, as it stands right now, the fire is going to probably not cause any trouble. It's the goblins that are making it worse.
Yeah. I mean, hell, if killed the
Yeah, but
goblin.
if I could put out the fire before it becomes a problem.
Eleanor, your turn, and I'm also going to institute the 6-second rule. You better start acting, or I start making your turn pass.
Wait, so it's my turn?
You're getting too contemplative for my tastes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that does take out from the shit's happening feeling.
Okay, so I'm going to.
Don't forget, by the way, this is important. Your companion or Eidolon can act anywhere in your turn. You can intermix those actions however you like. Which is great if you
Oh,
want to
okay.
flank together.
Dang it, it's not. It's doing it again. Okay. I'm gonna have Sharkbait move with me.
Bait!
Yep.
Nyum.
They can move.
Don't know why you're measuring corners there, but okay.
Yep. Have them.
I still love
Oh yeah,
that
three 3 rounds.
3
Yeah.
actions, yes.
I'm actually gonna have Sharkbait move over here, and then I'm going to cast a spell on them to heal them because they got hurt a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Rejuvenate.
1d10 plus 1, please.
Okay, 1d10.
There. You can also just.
Oh,
What do you
So
just-
it's
what do
/R.
you-
Importantly, there's also the dice button. You can just click that. You
Yeah,
can just
I'll-
click
I'll
and
do
then just add the numbers in your head. I don't need the complete
Yeah,
number.
so 11.
Sharkbait gets the big heal.
that. Wow.
Yeah,
Max heal.
yeah, because I don't want Sharkbait to like run in and then
And die
die.
in the first encounter.
Sharkbait is mega healed. Back to full.
And actually, I'm gonna have her stay there.
Sharkbait also doesn't die. They just get banished.
I know. Also if they take fatal damage, I can sacrifice some of my health to keep them
All right,
away from
Eleanor. Who gets the next turn?
Craig. Or no, Craig already took his turn.
Craig. Damn.
Craig from the
Cat.
creek.
Okay.
I choose cat person. I choose you.
So if I run, how many actions does that take?
Depends on how many actions you want to spend on it. Running doesn't exist as an action. It's just you move 3 times. And if you move 3 times, then it triggers your run thing.
The run. What's the run thing give me?
So, because of it increased it by 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, you basically just get another action to move with. So you get 4 actions to if you're running, which just so happens to line up exactly what running normally is. So yes, you can run a good distance, more than most people.
Let's see.
I'll sort out how this works when I have time to read those things. I have lots of things to read lately. Very busy. Oh gosh, I could totally imagine some gunslinger actually shooting the cart and just blowing it all to hell.
If only I was a gunslinger.
That's not how bullets work. It's like, yes, it is. I bought Dragonfire bullets, and it's like, why? So I could blow up the cart.
So yeah, I'm gonna just run at him.
You run through a crowd of panicked wizards and commoners.
Yeah, friggin' wizards. Boom.
You slide across. The goblins are like,
Nya, nya.
who gets the turn? I thought Craig got the
Uh,
turn.
No, Craig was the first one to get the turn.
What does Craig do?
Well, Craig only moved once apparently.
I haven't had a turn yet.
Give
Oh,
him his
he's the
turn.
first guy to go.
Give him his turn. Shush.
Okay, you go, Craig.
Okay, so I'm going to move in close enough. I'm going to move right here. I'm going to take 2 move turns.
Yeah, casting a spell is 2 actions.
Well, then I'm going to take 2 move turns and take a sling at this goblin here.
That's again threatening. Therefore, -4. Additionally, it's
Oh,
in
yeah,
cover
for
because of the
that.
cart and the fire.
Okay, well, I will just stand here and look at them.
Okay.
Menacingly.
What does your wolf do?
He can move 1, 2, 8, 9, 10. He will move right here beside me.
Nice. Ready to strike.
Also, I forgot to use an ability.
Ezra. Go ahead.
If it goes to Ezra, I mean, maybe Craig wants to not have the goblins double up on us.
You know what I think I'm going to say? I'm going to rule for running. I think I'm going to rule that if you spend all your actions on running, you just get a free run action, and cats get another 5th.
Okay.
That works a bit better. I'm just going to look up how it handles this. Revised action economy. There we go. Just Google. I love Control F. Learning what Control F does is the best thing in my life. Move 3. Oh, here we
Fine.
go. Yeah, running is basically what I just said.
So I get 5 movements if I run.
Yes. Also, you lose your dexterity bonus until the start of your next turn because you're running and not very occupied with keeping yourself. Claire, you could
Well,
grow
technically,
extra
I'm
legs
gonna
and make Sharkbait the fastest baby in the West, but
Okay, so who's next, Craig?
Ezra.
Before we get off on a discussion.
Well, Ezra's the only person who hasn't had a turn yet.
Oh yeah, because goblins went first.
So if I run, I get 100 feet.
Oh my god, 2 gunslingers. That's something else. I wear plate mail. I don't care. Because fun fact, gunslingers within 30 feet, most guns within 30 feet of someone, if they're in point blank shot range, they ignore armor. It's great.
Okay, Safi. Okay, are a bunch of gunslingers just gonna come out of nowhere and riddle us full of
No,
holes?
there's
Yeah,
someone in the stream talking about their campaign, and they got a lot of gunslingers in it for some reason.
You make him.
Okay, because yeah, you were suddenly talking a lot about gunslingers.
I talked about it twice. Ezra, your turn, please.
Alright, so I can run 100 feet, so I'm gonna go pop.
No,
but
no,
since
no. Ezra, what kind of armor are you wearing?
I think it's like medium, and it reduces my speed to 20.
Yes, and the fifth action is something that's because they're catfolk. You just get the 4, so you get 80 feet of
Ah.
movement.
Okay. So 80 would put me here.
Oh, you're close enough.
We're really prepping on them.
All right. Who gets the next turn? It's a new turn. Anyone can go, including you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take my turn because. Bam.
I'm kind
You
That's
jump onto the
fire.
fiery carts for some reason.
Okay. I don't jump off the fiery car. I go there.
Thank you. I was beginning to worry.
Fire is fine.
I got this.
You have spent one action.
Then I will spend. Let me get that.
Man, six-legged
Another.
bait be weird. Ooh, he tastes steel.
Blink.
He spins around from that mighty greatsword cleave. You have one action left.
All right. Well, I can't reach anyone, so I'm just gonna move a little.
Who
So-
goes next?
Get right into his face.
Let's give the next move to Craig or Eleanor, actually.
Cat's like, what?
Cat's just standing there. All right.
The first person here.
Yeah, I slide over here. I point at Sharkbait. Sharkbait mewms over.
Meow.
Looks at the cat. Looks at
The
the
fuck?
cat. Looks at the cat.
So me
Bites
getting
him.
here first means nothing.
Well, no, see, it means something because you're here.
Yeah, and everybody else is moving before me.
Yeah, this is a
Apparently
weird.
speed is meaningless.
It is a kind of a weird system, I will admit. But Sharkbait's gonna bite.
The other bite.
Yeah, you're gonna. Ah, God dang it! I'm not used to the. I'm managing 2 sheets. It's a little weird for me. Okay. He's gonna bite that goblin.
It's hurting, but it's standing.
Okay.
It's like swinging the arm that Sharkbait's attached to. It's a small creature, by the way, so Sharkbait has the advantage technically.
She's gonna bite that goblin.
-5.
Ah! Who goes next?
Kitty cat, because I don't want to cuck the cat.
Yeah, that would actually annoy me if I got here before all of you. And then everybody else moves before me. It's like, okay, you don't matter.
I will admit the speed
Which
versus.
would make no sense.
Yeah. I'm not sure I.
Welcome
like
to initiative. It makes no sense.
Especially when we can choose.
But as an aside, real quick, Savvy, do we have to use the popcorn initiative? Can we not do that?
We're not
after
using.
this
Fine,
encounter?
we'll switch to not using popcorn initiative on the next turn.
I don't want to dictate the party. Does
Go
everyone,
ahead. If everyone agrees, we can do that.
Yeah. Does anyone like the popcorn initiative?
Well, I mean, we can try it for the rest of this encounter at least. Just for
Well,
instance.
yeah, that's what I mean. But... Greg.
So I thought the cat was gone.
Yeah,
No,
but
no,
we're
no, no.
asking about the initiative system.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so this goblin here that Sharkbait's on is still alive, right?
Yeah. He doesn't have a big
Dang.
red X on his face.
Can't get past him easy then. I could throw a knife at him.
You can slide around. Sure.
You're literally adjacent.
Yeah, but I want to save my normal attack.
What?
Because I want to save my. So does every attack get the same negative if I
Yeah.
don't attack? Oh, okay.
It's just the amount of attacks you make.
Okay, but I'm gonna stab him.
Back with baby bait.
Gosh, he's way gone.
Then I get a step over his corpse.
You have one more attack. Action. Hit him right in the spleen. That won't do it.
Okay. To avoid them doubling up, I'm not going to do anything intelligent and give it to Craig.
Craig.
All right. Can I see where a fire is?
Yeah, it's a huge burning inferno right in front of you.
Okay, well then I am going
Roll-
to hit it with
roll
a.
perception.
I'm going to hit it with a. Well, I didn't know if it was like behind something.
No. This cart is on fire.
Okay,
I was looking for some fire, but it won't find any fire for me.
right. I'm going to hit it with a create water.
Sploosh.
Which apparently is just something I do and isn't a roll.
Yep,
2 gallons.
You just.
because you're a druid, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Ah, yes. But how about 2 gallons per level? Well, I mean, 2 gallons can only really do so much. Actually, I don't have a real good perception as to what a gallon is,
Wait.
but it's a bunch of water.
That is,
This
That's
is
enough.
this description. Water weighs about 8 pounds per gallon.
it does.
Yeah.
Water's
Two
heavy.
Like, it's a kilo per liter. The fun fact.
Is that much?
It's literally a
that's-
kilo per liter.
I never
Well,
realized. I
that's
guess.
to tell you,
because
that's
a
about 7.5.
liter.
I could
That-
weight lift with.
He's
gallons
making
of water.
7.5
What a lady
liters of
woman.
water.
Okay, do that 3 more times. Just like
Well, technically, you can only do
And-
it once a turn.
Yeah, it takes 2 actions.
Well, it takes 2 actions, and Tyr is going to come over here and
also cast water.
no,
Tyr spits water like he's a
Get it.
hose.
go right down there and give a bite
Ah! Nope.
and miss, and give another bite.
And
Okay.
actually hit on the second.
Yeah,
attempt for
despite
first time
the-
for any of us.
Despite the... Yeah. Despite the... Ah! And he could potentially have been tripped if he wasn't dead.
Well, he did trip. It's just he died from hitting the ground.
Piercing plus trip. That's nasty. Wow.
The War Chanter spends an action to begin. Something a little bit late. And that is... What is it? Anaka doesn't mention this. At least the sheet doesn't contain their bardic performance ability. They can inspire courage.
Come on, guys!
We got this, guys.
Stand
They'll
up
take a step
and
away.
fight.
And they fire a
Go ahead.
24 at Ezra. Ezra, does a 24 hit?
Attack.
Takes a
yes,
5-foot
it
step,
does.
thank you. They take 5 damage if a 24 hits.
Pretty sure none of us have AC 25 yet.
And for the sake of fairness, it's going to double up and fire like crazy. Actually, it's 25 because it's inspiring itself. It is a... Wow, where does it get this? Wait, why does it have a +6 to... Oh, it's already included. Okay, that's nice.
It's just crying and screaming and firing wildly
It's just blasting. It's blasting all of you.
while just screeching.
It fires a 21 for 5 damage at Tyr.
For how much?
5.
Damn.
Oh, hey, they actually
Yeah.
included the DCs on this one. Nice. You know what? They're in the mood for a good laugh. They cast Hideous Laughter on the kitty cat. The DC is 12. However,
Oh,
you get a
boy.
+4 because there's a limit to what you can understand from Goblin.
Okay, so what do I have to roll? Will save?
DC 12 will save.
He's just laughing at
I
you.
will admit
Yeah.
my will saves are probably not my best. There's the button.
Kitty, no!
You're stuck laughing on the ground.
He said in the cat
Okay.
just laughing at him.
I'm gonna just say I've been laughing at him since he started inspiring himself. That's my excuse.
You're now prone though. And you're laughing on the floor. Ezra, finish this up so we can go to normal initiative next time.
Alright, step in. Oh wait, finish it as I choose or as my turn?
Your turn. Go ahead.
Okay, then I'll step in and, you know, see caster, not like caster. And open my sheet again. Ba-ba. Boom.
There you go. Tesco has 9 hit points, so it's actually still standing.
Oh.
So what do you do? It's currently disabled.
So what happened? My headset did the thing.
It's at 0 hit points, so it's still standing.
It's just,
Does it have the concentration to maintain the spell on me?
It doesn't have to maintain concentration on the spell on you.
I missed the last attack. So
Hideous Laughter, duration, concentration. Oh, that's 5th edition, damn it. Too many editions of this game.
It only lasts 1 round per level, so don't worry.
destroyed. Sharkbait whispers to Ezra, "Drink its blood."
alright, then I guess we'll have Kitty Cat go through the laughter.
Kitty Cat is out of laughing. Ugh.
Can I throw a knife at it?
No, your turn is up.
Probably gonna throw a knife at it afterwards.
Like so decide who goes next as you spend your whole turn giggling.
I'm gonna let the wolf eat its throat out, so go ahead, Noto.
Whoop.
I am going to cast Create Water on the fire again. And the wolf's going to come over here and give a chompy chomp.
See, Noto's going for the bonus objective here.
No.
Ah,
He's
This
dancing.
goblin's, like, not even alive.
He's dancing.
Jesus fucking Christ. Just fucking bite him.
Who goes
Right
next? Eleanor, you're the only person who hasn't gone this turn. What do you do? As this goblin is dancing.
Sharkbait is disturbed by all your actions and not feasting on the life of the goblin, and goes for a it goes for a bite. Oh my god! It goes for a bite. Please say that hit.
No. 14 does not hit.
Okay, Sharkbait takes back what it says. Whose turn it is? Is the guy?
It's the goblin's turn.
Oh. Did we all miss? Did we
Yes.
like?
Well, I hit it once.
Okay.
Knocking
All
it
right,
to
who
zero
goes
health.
next? Eleanor.
Kitty cat. Cat. I want the
Kitty
cat.
Cat,
Yeah.
you're still prone, however. So you have to spend an action to get up first.
Okay, so I'm gonna get up. So I'm gonna move over here.
You're over there
This
now.
thing is hyper flanked. I'm actually a little confused why it's not dead.
We're all
Because
just
nobody's
watching.
actually flanking it.
Well, now I am.
Nice. When to help though, its armor class is 18.
So what's the flanking bonus though?
2.
Okay, time to stab it. Wow.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Now you understand why everyone misses.
All right.
This party is artisanal.
This
Who
is-
goes next?
I'm feeling that there's something wrong with the roller because we're getting consistent low. Who has Ezra's gone so far, right?
19 wasn't bad.
Ezra hasn't gone this turn. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ezra. Finish it off.
Alright,
Spin to win, Ezra.
That's what
Just
we've
kill
been
the
doing.
luckiest goblin.
But he's like crippled. He's not even. Wait,
Alright.
can't we? Wait, he's crippled. Can't we coup de grace him?
No.
Alright. Second attack.
He's gonna wake up from a lovely nap. It's like,
Third.
Clara, he's disabled. He just gets 1 action, and if he does anything that isn't a move action, he takes 1 damage. That's it.
Nope. I was hoping for a nat 20.
So much no.
Sharkbait probably has a good chance.
Alright, we'll go with Eleanor.
All right. I awkwardly stare at Sharkbait. Come on, buddy. Don't. You're making me look like a jackass right now. Kill the goblin. Kill the goblin. There. It's dead.
16!
not. Because it has an armor class of 18.
All right, we got this. Get it.
Minus
That's nat
10.
20. Minus
That is, actually.
Oh my god.
You
Second.
did it!
Oh, we did?
Yeah, because that was a nat 20.
Okay.
Shark,
Alright.
Sharkbait eats the goblin's head. And just
Also, this one's still alive, I think.
No,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
it just never got marked. I killed the shit out of that one.
all right. That's gonna go in the record books there. That was
The luckiest goblin. Only got killed by a crit.
He was just standing there, like, basically dead, unable to, like, really fight back. He's probably gonna be a cripple for the rest of his life if he survived, but there he persevered.
Nice. Alright, kids and cadets. There seems to be a lull in what's going on.
And I'm assuming Craig is just constantly making water.
Yes.
The fire burn. The fuels are diluted a bit. The water helps keep the temperature down. So while it doesn't stop all the fuel from going to waste, it does prevent the fuel from burning a bit brighter than might have been safe for this kind of village. Father Xanthus, who had been hiding behind the stage the whole time, comes up to you. And he
So, about that goblin. I was watching.
I mean, you couldn't see anything. The fire was in the way. He offers to provide some
God.
healing.
My wolf would like some healing.
Yes.
Take a little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you heal pride?
Actually, wait.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, because I think all of us.
So that is 8 and 4 for Tyr and Ezra, respectively.
I'll take the 4.
He thanks you with great grace, though it seems things are not quite over yet. As things lull down and everyone manages to get a grip on themselves for just a moment. Let's see, cling sword, just making sure I don't miss any details. Ah yes, as you are all healed up, a bunch of goblins storm into the scene, and these boys are bad boys. Whoops. I actually might want to pull out a random encounter for this one, the random encounter map. Here we go. We got a bunch of goblins, including one goblin that's riding a goblin dog.
Oh, so it's on.
A
It's
goblin.
on like Donkey Kong. Let's
All I
take a
see
look.
is
See.
black.
There's a hurt guard, as Xanthus pleads with you to go that direction. I assume that since you're noble heroes, you wouldn't turn down the offer to get a redo on that disastrous last goblin.
Well, noble doesn't fit me too well, but I want to redo.
Point is that there is one more section where apparently the goblins are getting the upper hand. And it's the city gates, which is a bad place for them to get the upper hand, as it will make it easier for them to escape. And worse yet, a guard comes stumbling in injured and mentions that they're trying to kidnap a person, specifically Aldern Foxglove, a local human noble.
He's after something with foxes related to it. I can't permit this.
Indeed. Apparently his dog is trying to fight off the commando, so who knows how good that will go. Will you help protect this poor innocent puppo?
I'm a help. Wait, Puppo. I'm a
Yes.
cat.
Don't be racist.
By the way, this is what goblin dogs look like. They're disgusting.
God dogs.
In case you're unfamiliar with what normal dogs look like, this is what normal dogs look like.
That's a good thing.
in case you don't know what a dog looks like, here you go. This is a dog.
Alright. I'm just gonna draw a real primitive map to get the point across. Ugh, I didn't mean to use red. Put yourself at the south edge of the map, please.
I can't see the map.
I think I
Yeah,
know
I
why.
can't either. I just realized I switched to shark bait. I'm now shark bait.
Wrong area. You can't see this
Sharkbait
map.
stole
Huh?
your existence.
Oh, for some reason this map has dynamic lighting. I don't know why. I legitimately do not know why. There's no reason for this map to have that.
Sin and virtue points with Rouse.
Yeah, I was never at it. He wasn't. It was just for some early testing.
I was about to question why Rouse is getting these points in Delta.
Hey, listen, I needed a name, and he's a good boy.
He's just,
He is a good boy.
And now that I have your names, I can fill them in finally. Cool. It appears that my asset library is completely borked. Which is great, because that means I can't find my assets.
oh.
Including my letters. I'm just going to reload the page.
No, we didn't. Never mind.
Bella.
I was
The
muted.
bell's right there. No, I think the dang roll 20 is being weird on me now.
Let's see. Will it now find letters for me? By the way, you can see the map now, right?
I can see the set of virtue points.
Yeah. You can see some circles and rectangles.
I see this in virtue.
Hey, cool. It works. I can now put down a token for a guy.
There we
Oh,
go.
hey,
Now I see
I
it.
see it.
I see a
man.
basketball court.
Yeah,
This is not basketball, I assure you.
but no hoops.
Well, I mean, they did have to shut down the season, so.
Anyway, as I mentioned, there's chaos here. A bunch of goblinos are just kicking the boxes. And they're having fun. They're also occasionally taking a pot shots at this dog that's like trying to keep them at bay.
You see, they almost would get a live if it wasn't for the dog part.
Yeah, dicks.
There's some houses nearby as well. And a couple of crates and barrels off in a corner. You approach from the south on a small dirt road leading up to this gate. The chat has issues initializing. There we go. Now works.
Where ourselves on the south.
So yes, we're approaching from the south. Put yourself wherever you want. Or I can put you for you if you prefer.
Put me somewhere up front.
Yeah.
Frying
Okay.
fast. Charging.
I'm
The goblin
going-
chanting, by the way, their icky little song is getting quieter as time goes on.
Okay, there we go. Why isn't it? I mean, that's
I-
okay.
Yeah, you click your name and drag. Just in case.
Yeah. I'm
Here
doing it.
we go, click and drag.
That's shark bait. That's not me.
Ugh, I'll just
Oh,
drag
there I
all
am.
of you, since apparently dragging yourself onto the map is too much to ask for.
It
I
is.
put myself up.
Yeah, Bella did it. Because Bella's just better. Shark bait apparently did it
Bella.
on her own.
Oh, cool. Love it, love it.
The true member of the party here is shark bait. Me, I'm just moral support. Sharkbait gains language, starts screaming at me, call me heal potion. Heal potion, heal me!
Jesus Christ, Claire, can you just be nice to your Eidolon for 5 seconds?
Look, you don't understand. This thing's actually not a ferret.
Why are you like this, Claire? Point is, initiative starts the second you enter as you hear dogs barking and men panicking. Let me pull up the turn. Wait, before you do this, I need to clear out the turn counter. There we go. Now you may roll your initiative.
Woo.
Okay.
Like making a fuss. Pew, pew, pew.
Fussing.
Fussy.
Fuss.
I love that these are specifically die dog die goblins. Not to be confused with the initial attack goblins. Which
Are
is,
they different anyway?
I don't know, and I'm not in any interest to compare. They're probably they're subtly different. I don't know what the idea was here. Anyway, y'all rolled your initiative. Craig from the creek, you go first.
The deep
Okay,
wars.
I am going to cast Acid Jaws on my doggo,
Your jaws become filled with acid.
and he is going to come over here and give a bitey bite on Mr. Goblin.
The goblin goes,
Actually, fucking do something.
let's see. Die dog guy goblins have a flat-footed AC of 14, so his armor, size, and shield naturally soak up his attack. So no, he does not actually
Useless.
fucking do something.
Useless fucking dog.
You'll get there. You'll
Try
get there.
again.
Use one more attack, yes. Maybe you'll roll a 20. Oh, actually, fun
You
fact.
rolled a 20.
Fun fact. 15 does hit. The goblin goes down. Partially because he's bitten, partially because he's melting.
Is the goblin dead? Do I have to roll my acid dice?
You can roll your acid dice if you want.
But is he dead?
Yes.
Okay, then I won't bother.
Oh god, haha! You can't. Oh god.
Eleanor, what do you do?
Okay, I over here, and I aim my heckin' crossbow at him.
That is a house.
You
That's
literally
behind
cannot
a
shoot through a
house.
house.
This is a house. Okay.
Maybe it's 2 windows.
I don't do that. You know what? I move here.
Ah,
Yeah.
a smart and sensible decision. Instead of hiding behind one of the barrels or crates.
Oh, right, that's a barrel. Okay,
You
all right.
take cover.
Yeah, I take cover and I aim. I don't like this thing. I'm gonna aim my crossbow at it.
Do you aim at the dog or the commando?
Is the
dog?
is the dog
No, this is a goblin dog. This is not the nice pupper.
Oh,
okay? Okay.
This is the rat dog.
Is the goblin riding the dog? I saw a picture of a goblin riding the
Yes.
dog. Is he riding the
The
dog?
goblin commando
Okay.
is in fact riding the dog.
I'm going to aim at the dog specifically with my crossbow.
Its flat-footed AC is not great. You hit, but you only do one. It growls.
And I Shark moves this way, so Shark Bait's gonna be oh.
Stop measuring corners.
Okay, Shark Bait. Okay, blah.
you haven't
Jefferson,
snapped the
move here.
corner, I think.
Yes.
Shark Bait's gonna zip over here. Wait, is this
Zippity.
flanking?
Oh wait, no.
That's
Excuse
done.
me.
Oh.
Gonna stand on the dead one's corpse.
Yeah, stand there and bite. She's gonna bite.
I like how you complain about weird initiative, but Sharkbait is technically standing on a goblin that is dying. And therefore technically still occupying their space if we go by hard and fast AD&D melee round rules.
He is melting.
She's gonna bite. She's gonna miss.
Misses by a hair, unfortunately.
Hair on
And
a shark baity head.
no,
The commando's turn comes up.
she's gonna stand there menacingly.
The commando has favored enemy animals. Meaning he's going to shoot the shit out of that dog.
No!
Let's see, how many hit points does a dog even have? Like a standard out of the box dog.
Poodle.
Like out of the box. Like they're powered by good boyness, so
6.
like infinity.
The dog has 2 hit points left. And
Okay,
lets
this-
out
that's
a
what-
startling whine. The goblin's like,
Yeah, like that. Let's try again.
and arrows just start plinking all over the place. Pew, pew, pew. It then orders its dog to carry it over here so that they can flank.
They flanking my baby?
Ezra, they're surrounding Sharkbait. They must think that Sharkbait is a wolf or something. Well, actually, it would make more sense for
Little
it.
do they know.
I
They
don't
don't
know if I
realize
can
the
make
hell they're-
make it up to them.
The folly of medium armor is terrible, yes. You can technically make it there, yes. With 20
can
feet of
charge.
movement.
I use 2 attacks and then I'll smack them.
Take 2 strides and then a strike.
No, we're the ones who are flanking. Dog.
Alright, I am flanking. I get a little +2.
Which helps a lot.
So,
You want to attack. Oh, it helps a lot, but it doesn't help that much. Even the dog can dodge that one.
Alright.
Goblin, 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 goblin. That's how goblins speak. The goblins prefer to use their bows, so he's kind of like melee. What? But thanks to this +2, they actually have the same attack bonus on both weapons, so they're gonna start slicing at bait with a 1.
No.
Their next attack is a 21, so a 16. Does that hit Sharkbait?
Ooh, wait. That actually might not hit Shark Bait. No, she has AC of 14.
She takes 3 damage.
Yeah!
You guys need to really stop hurting the bait because it's not actually a giant fairy, everyone.
It's actually a demonic spirit of some kind.
This one charges over next to Ezra. Miss
Okay, so
Luckily,
that's just a conga line.
yes,
of,
that's how that works usually. That's usually how this pans out.
The drunken Irish tavern music starts playing loudly. Oh, we're doing this.
Don't stop me now.
He tries to get a little cut in at your heels, but I don't think an 11 hits you, and he kind of steps back. Ah! Kitty cat.
Okay, I had a question.
Yes.
I have a grappling hook.
Yes.
Can I use the grappling hook to pull him off the dog?
That is extremely optimistic.
I gotta eventually figure out how to do that because
So that's an action to pull out your grappling hook and an action to make the attack. But I'm gonna be very ungenerous with how easy this is to do because this is not how grappling hooks technically work. Additionally,
It's so cool, though.
but you can try, and it might work, and it would
They
be
grapple.
great.
I'll do that at a
hookily.
different time.
All right, then what do you do with your turn?
I'm a move in, and I'm a stab at the goblin doggo, the bad boy.
Cool. There's something about this.
Hmm?
Okay, no, this is not relevant right now. Good. That brings it directly down to 0.
Nice.
So, fun fact about goblin dogs: don't touch them. It's bad for you.
That's why I have a sword.
You have one more action left. What do you do?
So we got that fuck over there. We can't do a 5-foot step since I already moved.
Yes. Well, no. Since we're using the 3 action system, 5-foot steps are actions, and therefore you can take them whenever you like.
Oh, but that's still takes an action. Okay.
It takes an action, but you can use them with more versatility. So now, a creature with 10 feet reach you can actually approach in one turn without getting your ass kicked. Which before was impossible.
I'm just gonna swing at the rider.
There was
Probably not
something
hit.
I was going to look up because I recalled that there's something you
Nope.
can do with a ride. Man, I am unable to read this.
Well,
Nope,
my turn
that
is now
doesn't do it.
over.
That doesn't do it at all. Is there such a ring as redirect? No, it's not. Thought it was a thing. Oh well. Goblin Dog's turn is technically occupied by the commando Craig from the creek.
Good show.
You said the goblin dog has 0 HP
Yes.
at this point. Yeah, I'm going to trundle over to right here and smack it with a slingshot.
I mean, fun fact about that slingshot is even if that doesn't hit, but even if Clary hits it with that one non-lethal, it would take it down. It would go unconscious instead of dead, but
And I'm going to try again. Fuck off.
yeah, you have a -9 on that. So
Yeah.
what does Tyr do?
Tyr is going to bite at the goblin commander.
Ooh. He who sits on his high and mighty throne is like, nah.
Like, if I remember correctly, chomping on a goblin dog ain't something that he probably wants to do.
So I'm gonna turn this one to. I don't like that these are all set to GM Whisper. It's so weird. Never Whisper rolls. Thank you. I'm just gonna show you what allergy does. It's not great, but it's also not terrible. You just get a rash.
I like how it says like Goblin Dog's dander, which like implies like it has fur,
but
but
it doesn't.
it doesn't.
Claire,
Dander's
So it's
actually dead skin.
yeah,
Of course,
it's dandruff.
goblins like fucking chihuahuas.
Like skin
Going
flakes
to
coming
make
off
you
of it.
dance, Chihuahua.
So, bites at the commander.
Commando has 17 AC. What a champion!
Bites again. And fucking misses
No.
again. Okay, well, he's just gonna kind of move sadly over here.
He's gonna put his like paws into his little furry pockets.
Eleanor, they're attacking Sharkbait.
All right, I don't appreciate that.
He's just gonna lay down and go to sleep because can't do anything.
Okay, I want to take down the Goblin Dog because if you take down the thing that it's riding, that's gonna do some bonus damage. Probably, maybe not really.
Or he goes prone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's. So I'm gonna aim at the Goblin Dog with my underwater crossbow.
Damn!
Oh yeah, boy!
Flink. The Goblin Commando is now prone, giving a +4 to all adjacent attacks.
Sharkbait puts one paw on the commando. It just
Wrong one, Claire!
I keep clicking on because of the bigger picture.
Why do you click the one that just says bite instead of the cool
That
one?
is a crit.
Oh,
That is a crit and a
Jesus.
confirmed crit.
So
Sharkbait
yeah,
mangles
she
him.
puts her pawsies on him.
She puts both. She puts both pauses on.
That
him
is
and
that is
just-
with the +5 and with the +4 and the +2 is a 19. So yes, that definitely tears him apart.
He sees the gates of hell in her jaws.
I forget what does crit confirm mean?
So
You have to hit on the second roll.
Ah, okay.
because of extended crit ranges, they had to make a rule so that people that have 15 to 20 don't just get double damage 25% of the time.
And she hasn't moved, so is this guy still alive?
The commando's not dead yet either.
Oh, he's not. Jesus Christ!
He has 12 hit points, so
I'm surprised he's not. Well, while he's down there, might as well.
you have a +7, so yes.
Yeah,
Um,
even with the negatives, you have a good chance to murder.
Like you have a
a guy.
+2 on your base hit. Nope.
No. He's in trouble though. But yeah, that's my turn. Oh wait, I could have used a shot him again with my crossbow. Or no, I can't. Or
You have to load.
Yeah, the load. I load it though. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do.
The common commando is going to try and stand up. This unfortunately causes everyone in the area to get attacks of opportunity.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
stab him.
I'ma stab him.
Everyone
He
just
gets up. We're
beats-
just all like, "Oh, you poor fool."
It's okay. We're all gonna miss him anyway.
I did.
Yeah.
We
That's-
sure are.
I don't get one with my sling, right?
Oh
Oh, wait.
boy, that hurts.
Yeah,
He's
attacks
down.
are melee.
Ezra cleaves him.
Oh. That's what's up.
Ezra, it's your turn as the commando is too dead to do anything.
Okay.
Guys, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
over
fire
there.
him.
You are going to lie down and bleed to death.
Stay down.
Ezra, it's your turn. By the way, the multi-attack bonus does not apply to your attack of opportunity, so swing a ding-ding, baby.
Heck yeah. Bam.
That's double its max hit points. So yes,
Okay, so someone's on a murder spree this time.
like I said, you're making up for it.
Then you said someone's looking to get like abducted, or was that?
Well, they were going after this guy,
Okay.
Yeah, we fixed.
Alder Foxman, I think.
Then I'll just
Alder
the
Glove
place.
Foxman.
stand ominously over this guy.
You have one more action. You can. Oh no, wait. Yeah, you stepped over. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case,
Loom at him.
you may roll me some intimidation if you have any.
Ooh.
Boy, you gonna get fucked now.
Boy. I do have intimidation.
I mean, after all the killing.
The goblin is just going to spend its turn. Just gonna step over here. It's gonna. Excuse me.
Excuse me. Hey, I gotta go.
Wait, so can it just 5-foot step out of our range every
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the.
use
That's,
all actions.
then it
that's
starts
it, that's
running
it.
away like a coward.
That's actually like a racial thing goblins can do, right? Where they can just kind of
Oh.
like skedaddle away.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
excuse
you
me. Someone's
don't.
calling me. Fuck.
Oh no, because it's
What?
my turn.
Well, we gotta wait for Safi because Safi got up.
Oh, I thought Zach was saying that before the goblin.
By the way, I love the goblin rider. You can tell where goblins are absolutely stupid because it's like he's pinned under two big old ferret paws of something that is clearly revealed to him, forged from his nightmares.
And he's surrounded by people with swords.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? I got this. think of what Blood Glug would do. Flashbacks to his mom
Blood
telling him Blood Glug's dead.
Special Bear's dead.
Special bear. Sharkbait opens her mouth to bite him. He looks too deep into the dead lights, and he's in like this dark room. Special bear.
Special Bear's dead. Oh, itself.
Special bear's torn out by Sharkbait. By the way, for those who don't know, I know Zala knows. I'm sure Bella know. Sharkbait is neutral evil. Jeez.
I mean, that would be the assumption.
Because there's no law or chaos, just fate.
It's actually kind of cool. I made sure to look it up, but demon idolins will follow. The idea is they see the bigger picture.
Okay, that was kind of
So-
important.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Was about my dad, and whatever he took a medicine or not, and I had to check his pillbox by running
Oh, is he okay?
downstairs. All right, the goblin's running away. Kitty cat, what do you do?
Kitty Cat's gonna murder him.
No! You get the experience either way.
I don't care.
It's not very.
Wah!
That's.
He's limping. He's limping now.
haven't you ever- Is he playing up his injuries now? He's like, oh no.
Oh no!
That's a little goblin.
I'm just a
wait.
wee baby.
My last action.
Just a little baby.
My last action is not my sword. Reach in a pocket. You like fire, right?
No!
Throw some alchemist fire on him.
Okay, so sadistic is that one of the virtues? Actually, wait, what is your alignment now?
Lawful good.
It's lawful good.
I always said you had to not be evil, so he can be chaotic good. These guys
I
were
had
being
second
assholes and tried to burn the town down, so there is a certain justice to it.
That is true.
Yeah, chaotic neutral though.
Ah, yes, the brain dead alignment.
I mean,
You
I'm
can
not
play
gonna
co-
play it like those idiots.
No, wait, lawful neutral is the brain dead alignment. Chaotic
No,
neutral
chaotic
is
neutral is the I feel like doing whatever I want.
chaotic
alignment.
neutral is the plane. My aligned plane is just literally insanity,
What's
and that's just fine to me. It
True
means something new
neutral
happens
is-
every day.
True neutral is really hard to do.
True neutral is just a boring
Yeah.
beige chair. And it's
I
True
have
neutral
strong
is
feelings
True neutral
either
is
way.
Kreia from.
Anyway.
from,
She's
Kitty-
easily
Knights of the Old Republic 2.
So, since you're faster than this goblin, you could just roll me one more attack before it will scurry out into the wilderness, and you have to reconsider
Maybe
your
tries.
chasing it.
I mean, I actually have alchemist fire.
Like how you just want to set him on fire. By the way, I posted a picture of what the goblin looks like in the baby chat.
Also, just in case, I studied the goblin if he survived, but he didn't.
All right, you've successfully killed the goblins.
I'm happy.
Ba 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 ba. All right, kids. I need to pull something out. I forgot to make this handout, or did I? I forgot. Yes, that is the experience tally. This is important. Yes, because you got a whole bunch of experience. Anyway, Mr. Aldern Foxglove, it's just a human dude, steps up and gives you a little applause. He's concerned about his dog, though. As after a moment, and he realizes that the goblins are not just gone, but his dog is still injured. He's like, "Oh, Bubby."
I will walk up to the dog and lay on hands. Or whatever
Cure
my healing
wounds.
ability is.
Cure wounds.
Yeah, cure light wounds. Where is Doggo?
It's the D for doggo.
Ah, E for Doggo. I heal
I
Doggo.
just had him. I want that last goblin that Zala killed, either like the one I just posted, or to look like Goo from Radiosaurus. Which I also posted a picture of, because context.
That's the one I chased down.
All right.
And then I pet Doggo because good Doggo is good Doggo.
Okay. The doggo feels better as it is given curing abilities. I need to do some math, as I said. This is annoying. To be fair, I could have converted this all to the Pathfinder 2 system, but that's work that I don't really want to do because it's a bit troublesome. It's easy to do when you make the encounters yourself. It's hard to do when someone else makes them. Because I don't really know what a hard encounter is. Okay, here we go. Each of the goblins is worth 135 experience points, which is why earlier I said, what the heck? Okay, so that's 3 of those. It's another 3 of those, so it's another 450 plus. Okay. Then 200 for the War Chanter. Another one of those for those guys. And then 400 for the dog and 200 for the commando. In total, putting you at 1,000 experience points.
Yay.
1,005 to be specific. I will eventually give you an arbitrary experience award that is specifically to get rid of those annoying numbers.
Yeah, and it'll be a 6, so we specifically have a 1 at the end forever.
What is this, a cash shop?
Okay, since we're using medium, you need to get 2,000 per person, so it's a tiny jump, tiny. You learned a little bit.
I
So
mean,
we
they were
get how much per
goblins.
person? 200?
No, we'll get to this. We'll get to this at the end. Anyway, now that you've successfully saved Mr. Alderman, it seems that the calming down is completely settled. The remaining goblins are climbing the walls wherever they can. Some, according to rumors, have jumped off Junker's Edge, which is a nearby cliffside. Apparently, when things started to turn around a little too much, they were like, ah!
Well, I mean, saves us the time, but kind of boring.
It's very splooshy. Ah, yes.
Yeah.
You didn't capture any goblins, so you can't even interrogate them. But to be fair, they're goblins. What the fuck do they know?
I mean, what are they even gonna say either besides annoying songs?
However,
It makes you actually want to kill them.
However, it doesn't really matter. You're heroes. Unlike many of the people that were around, you actually did something good to help people out.
Heck yeah.
As everyone gathers in the town square to, count heads, make sure everyone is there. Let's see. You are approached by a man who introduces himself as Ameko Kaijitsu, one of the people related to the individual that didn't show up at the festival, now that you remember it.
Well, that was a name I'm not going to remember.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why does this not mention the gender of the person that I'm talking about? Oh, this is bad. It's like they
Maybe he doesn't
specifically
have
worded the sentence so that I don't know. And these are the kind of details that I don't really bother myself with when I initially read the stuff. Anyway,
Maybe they're agender.
I'm Eiko. Gender yet to be defined. Until I decide to look it up. Offers you a free week's stay at his inn. The Rusty Dragon.
The rat. Yeah, that's what I heard. Anyway.
Oh, it's a C. Thank you. Yes, they offer you free rooms at the Rusty Dragon for a week as a way to thank you for helping with defeat the goblins.
Oh,
everyone-
yeah.
You are treated with a hero's welcome for helping out, saving people, saving dogs, stopping the bonfire from burning the town down. All the kind of things that, people would be very happy with. So too does Father Zoltan show up and proudly puts his hands on your shoulders and would like to know your names. I would like to know to whom he owns the honor to have such brave people come in such dire times.
They stare right at the cat. What's your name?
Talopapopolis?
I got one now, so,
That is my real name.
that was always my name.
I'm Ezra, no last name.
I am Rockman, or Craig.
Ah, I
Rockman,
get that
or
one.
in certain countries they call me Mega Man.
What? Oh.
Yeah, lemons.
That's great. Oh, that's so bad. They don't have rocks there. It's all sand.
And I am Eleanor Snife, and this is my companion and
What
partner.
is it? It's so large. I simply
Oh.
must know what this strange and exotic beast is.
This is what she does when she gets introduced.
Yeah, she plays it. But I like the idea that she plays up the whole. She's just a big ferret thing. She's a ferret, an exotically large ferret.
Sharkbait has more
And-
personality than most PCs. Glam. Well, Well, of course, local heroes can't just be let off the hook that easily. You must be paid for your services rendered.
I do accept this.
Well, gosh. Fun fact, I don't think this actually mentions any. Nope. Well, while most people are kind of in a tussy and need to pay for their expenses, a nobleman can definitely offer a noble reward for noble heroes. And offers the lot of you 50 gold pieces each. And
Yay!
says that given how things have been going, perhaps you should stick around for a little while. Take that offer to stay. Rest up a bit. After all,
Like-
Suspicious, but sure.
he's
I
just...
mean, do we have rooms at the inn or something?
Yes, you were offered a week's free stay at the Rusty Dragon.
Well, I am cool with that.
All expenses paid, in fact, for the heroes of Sandpoint. Now,
The guards just looking at them like, fuck, what the hell?
now, if Foxglove offers you that money, he does say, since you've decided to stay in this fine town of ours, and we've resolved that little goblining issue, perhaps we can, you see, in a few days, once I've recovered my mental state from this dreadful situation. Oh my god, this guy's awesome. I think he has a handout. I must show him to you. Yes, he has a handout. Look at this magnificent noble.
I like the idea.
Oh my
that
god,
he's,
he is so noble.
I like the idea that he's like the whole time he's talking, he's just like petting the exotic large animal.
I am glad we saved him.
I actually like the way he looks. Wow, he's like a Disney character. You know, when Disney wasn't evil.
Now, I was planning to go on a lovely boar hunt around here, in recent time. But since this whole goblin thing is having a bit shook, perhaps you would like to come along, hunt a fine boar with me.
I'm never against a good hunt.
It'll be
I
great.
like food.
It'll be great. I will come. I'll visit you at the Rusty Dragon when I think the opportunity is there for us to take down a fine boar. The father will Father Zelda.
You know a guy named Fargus?
What?
What?
Irish mythology reference.
Oh,
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum.
I'm not Irish.
Anyway, Father Xantus has to excuse himself. He needs to make sure that his church is in good shape. The goblins might have damaged some of the reliquary, or worse, disturbed some of the tombs. With that, you are left to your own devices.
Hey, cat, I like the way you swing your sword.
I like the way you murder people.
Yeah.
By the way, this is just for later. Does anyone here consider themselves a ladies' man or a popular fellow?
Hey.
No.
I mean,
I'm glorified pest control, and my ferret is actually a otherworldly demon.
I am an adorable cat person who has tons of stories and can do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you know that like.
Yeah, so you're basically the least popular person in the room. I get it.
I like most of, Ezra's charm comes from the fact that she's all like, "Ooh, calories." But I mean,
Ezra's big. That's charming in its own right.
I'm a
Okay.
strange rock man that often smells like wolf.
How do you
Yeah,
smell?
I think-
You're a rock.
No, he smells of.
He smells of wolf.
Don't rub the dog on yourself then.
But this is my dog.
You know, it just occurred to me. Well, no, wait. She's not actually a real ferret, so maybe she wouldn't actually smell. What the heck would an eidolon smell like that's also a demon?
Paprika.
You know, I like
Would
that
smell
answer.
like paprika.
You know what? I'll take that. I am.
I
fine
like
with
that a lot. I like that a lot.
You know, eventually I kind of want to take one level in Gunslinger just to get gun abilities. That could be a real pirate.
you
I
could just take a amateur gunslinger.
I thought you were gonna be like sort of like. I thought you were gonna Bloodborne it, where you do gun parries, where you like parry someone
Yeah,
with your
I
weapon
need
and
gun
shoot.
abilities for that.
Oh,
You need to master the art of gun before you can do that.
that
Okay,
would.
yeah, I might get amateur gunslinger as a feat.
All right,
That
I need to
seems
point
like
out where the Rusty
so
Dragon is on this
possible.
map. That way you know where you're staying. Let's see. Map of Sandpoint. Does this come with a legend? It does not. Thanks. Get bent.
Make a legend, Sappy.
Appendix
Just
2,
make one.
Sandpoint. Also does not contain a legend. Thank you. Not that. Sandpoint at a glance. Also, there's the legend. Found it. The Rusty Dragon is number 37. Alright. The Rusty Dragon is in a lovely location on this beautiful map. That I hope I put you... Yeah, I put you here. Here's the Rusty Dragon. It's located near Sandpoint Ridge, down by the Dock District. The smell of fresh fish and a variety of exotic goods being ported by for the market section. Makes for a lovely place to stay this.
It is
this
also
town.
one of my favorite things because I have been a sailor before.
Yes. The sign that hangs out here, by the way, is indeed that of a Rusty Dragon. You are informed quite quickly that the Rusty Dragon's sign is just... It used to be the Golden Dragon, but they were cheated, and it wasn't made of actual gold. So they went with it.
I kind of like that, gold, which explains a lot because gold doesn't corrode.
Yeah, it makes for a great story, doesn't it?
It does.
Let's
Especially
see.
for people who don't understand.
Oh, there's also a large iron dragon at the top that supposedly doubles as a lightning rod, but it's a bit difficult to see until someone points it out to you. Rogue Rake. Huh. It's one of the most popular eateries and has spicy and exotic food. In fact, the whole place does indeed overpower the smell of paprika that sharkbait naturally has. As such, who's this token? Who's this token? Get him out of here. Crick it out of here. Get.
Get.
As such, the party's left to their own devices. For a
And I
little bit.
think that. Yeah, I think it's a good stopping point because it's almost 4 a.m.
Nice.
And unfortunately, I would actually stay up a little longer since we haven't had a session in a while. But because the schools are out, I am now saddled with
Baby.
Riley, which I don't
Oh yeah,
mind.
most schools around America are getting closed.
Oh, you're doing that too?
All
Yeah,
the schools in Oregon are closed until the end of April.
Wow, the end of April, huh? We're going until April.
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, she is.
which means they're just gonna be pushing all those days into the summer. So sucks
Yeah,
to be
she is.
students. Your summer vacation's a month.
Yeah, she is pissed. Like, on one hand, she can't see her friends because self-isolation and also not being at school, and two, she gets to hang out alone with me, which isn't that fun.
I'll say.
Hey,
Lovely. Anyway, because I don't want to deal with this ugly 05 number, I'm going to give you some extra experience points to fluff out the number a bit.
Yeah.
Will it be 1,000 experience points?
No.
Oh.
Let's see, the total is now 1,400, which means that a lot of you each have 3... Okay, let me just add this number. There we go. Each one of you has 350 out of the 2,000 you need to level up.
we're getting
I
there,
can start to
baby.
see why they added a lot of quest like... There we go. Okay, there are story rewards. I was beginning to worry because there's none in this first section.
Wait, so we should be at 1,400?
There is a special fun thing that I made that contains all the information you need.
Well, and it'll be good for story stuff because being a charisma-focused person,
Yeah.
I need that.
The extra experience points you get is for, being cool about this.
It'll
Oh
be
my
cool.
goodness.
Later,
I think you're going to like some of the stuff that's in here, though. Some of these are great. I
Oh
need to
my
read
god,
them
you
through.
know how I could have killed that goblin running off?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's running, he's almost dead for me. I throw a firecracker at the back of his head. Falls over.
Fireworks are banned. They killed a goblin.
You mildly annoyed him to death.
Yeah, those ones are legitimately just firecrackers.
Anyway, next time, will you find the black market in a fucking tavern called Black Market? That's not a real thing, but someone said it in the stream, and I'm like, I recall people saying they actually did that, and it's so silly.
But you see, you never expect it to be there.
Ah, yes, welcome to the Floating Cannibal. We totally do not serve human meat here, unless you ask. Unless maybe, wink wink.
We totally don't serve human meat, unless you're into that sort of thing. Am I joking? Who knows?
Unless, oh, whoa.
Are you scared? It's okay. Don't worry about it. See that ferret? That's actually a Satan.
It's a Satan.
Anyway, next time we can maybe look at some local locations, get to know some people,
Yeah.
maybe get some. Ooh, maybe you'll get fans. After all, what small town lady doesn't want to gooch up to a rock man or cat
Hey, people love cats.
smooching?
And you
People
know,
love
the
rocks.
prospect of being with a rock man is actually really good because you want to know something about him? He's solid.
So, of everyone in this party, Ezra is sort of almost an attractive person, despite being lanky and lean. Eleanor is like the closest one of all to being just pretty.
I look like a person with cat ears and a tail.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
Oh, you're going straight up Nico, huh?
I'm
I
thinking
like
Well,
to-
I mean, that was the picture I sent you.
All right then.
I like to think Eleanor looks like very rustic, if anything.
Oh yeah, I need to keep track of your sins. Let's see if you did anything particularly sinful today.
You got sins.
I
on us?
cured a dog and put out a fire.
Yeah,
We saved people.
Yeah. No, listen. I'm gonna be honest about this. The way the system is supposed to work is you get points for being specifically. So just doing what you're expected to do doesn't count. And if you're like, I'm just gonna loot this body, that doesn't count as greed, for example. You need to be specifically greedy about it.
So if I, for example, chased down a fleeing goblin, stabbed him in the back,
That might count as wrath.
but
It
there
might.
was no anger in my heart.
That's not how that works. The goblin was
Shark
running
bait.
away. You followed a fleeing opponent that was dropped his weapons and just ran for it. I don't know.
followed an
I'll
attempted
think
murder
about it.
to
I'll
loot
think
her.
about it. I'll think about it. And the more you argue, the more I'm like,
What do these sins do?
They don't do anything major. I think they show up in what does it look in? They show up at a variety of occasions in various fashions.
The only,
Right.
the only sin thing I ever saw was
Like, let me explain this for you because this is for you for context. The Runelords are all associated with a sin.
Okay.
That's how it works. So, for example, there's things called sin spawn that will go to people that are more tainted. There are areas where if you're associated with the sin of the Runelord, things go bad. And if you're associated with a charity, things go bad or good. It depends on the situation.
wait a
Let's see.
second. What? I'm allied with a freaking devil thing. What? Am I in trouble here?
Claire,
Is that like a sin
Claire!
just interacting with?
Claire, there's a difference between having a friend who's evil and being evil with that friend.
Okay, good point. So if Sharkbait offers me an alcohol and I'm like 17,
I
That's
mean,
that's
we're
gluttony.
medieval
That's
ones, so
gluttony.
you
You
probably
should have
get away with
practiced.
it.
You should have practiced temperance there, Claire.
I failed temperance when I contracted a demon.
Does this thing have numbers? I wonder. Oh, it doesn't have numbers. I'll be so sad if it doesn't have numbers in this. I'll just have to figure something. I'll just have to use the letters of the alphabet A, B, C. Then. Oh no, it does have numbers. Yes, that makes it so much easier.
Is there like is there like a reverse system where if we do like good deeds, then
Yes. As I mentioned, there are every sin, which by the way comes with a rune. I'll just show you the sheet so you can look at it. I think it's nice for you to know that this is being tracked. It says you shouldn't, but I'm like whatever.
Well,
I think
saw
that-
you had the sheet, so I figured it out then.
You're noble
I-
ears
I-
here.
Go ahead.
I've not tracked anything, but yes, there are antidotes. You can be good and you can be evil. Now, admittedly, it's entirely possible that being particularly sinful when you're entering a certain person's sin layer might be good because he leaves you alone, and being particularly nice is the best way to get your your head smashed in because everyone hates you.
I love that you called it a sin layer.
Okay,
Also,
so here's what
typically
happens.
you need to be low, not need to be enter a sin layer.
Here's what happens. Nodo, the character Nodo, comes back in time. And we walk into the sin of wrath, or whichever one would be associated with wanted murder. And we run into like the Rune Lord. And he's like, fuck.
There are multiple rune lords.
No, the
That's-
Rune Lord that governs over
Okay, yeah.
whichever house that would be. And he's just
Right.
like, okay, fuck.
Oh man,
I've heard of this one.
I've come to take over.
Wait. Wouldn't it be lust rather than wrath?
It'd be both.
you don't even try to. You say you're gonna fight the Runelords, and you decide the best way to fight them is saying they're obsolete. I'm replacing you.
So yes, I'm not telling you if it's good or bad, but you gotta watch out.
I healed a doggo. That should be nice.
Nice.
I
but
got
you're
pee,
not.
so I'm just gonna hop off.
Oh, I
See,
healed
can I-
the.
Oh yeah, you healed the one we were
See
saving.
you later, Bella.
Boy, bird.
See you later.
Oof.
I don't know if you can find a big titty goth girlfriend in this. I don't know if goth is
Yeah,
invented
but
yet.
you see, Claire finds a big titty goth girlfriend, and then a French rabbit boy shows up.
Oh man, every time. So we got Sindlers and Runelords and Nightmare Beasts. We do got to be careful of one thing. You got to make sure I don't do something really stupid like we find artifacts of power, and I'm like,
And you eat
hey.
them.
Well, I don't eat them. I give them to Sharkbait because she says she needs them for something.
Okay, Claire, I wanna fix something you just said. You said give to Sharkbait.
Well, it's more enjoyable for her if that way. It's...
Knowing if this is based off Sharkbait, no, it's not.
Ah, this is awesome.
True.
Claire, the
Sharkbait-
instant you offer it to Sharkbait, she suddenly loses complete interest in it.
Sharkbait gazes at the cat. Offer your soul
Man,
to me.
I really like the examples they gave. They're great. There are a lot of spoilers, but I gotta say they're great.
Offer
That's
your
right.
soul to be cat person. No.
The ferret leaves.
Ooh,
By the
yeah.
way, I was thinking about this. They're eidolons. They have aspects. They're mysterious beings. Can someone glean what Sharkbait is? If they tried.
If I tried to detect magic on her,
Okay,
Because I was
okay.
actually-
What
I
are
was
we talking
curious-
about here with Sharkbait?
Okay, well
Claire's
I'm playing.
assuming that Sharkbait's on the par with being able to be picked up by the Runelords.
Okay, so you want to know if you want to know if Sharkbait pings is evil?
Well, yeah, or can people detect that she's like a Satan or something?
Yeah. Claire, they're an outsider, and they're evil. They ping as an evil outsider.
Oh,
Yeah, they're very noticeable, actually.
Yeah, it actually says here alignment. If a creature, Eidolon is a creature of its alignment. If it is chaotic, evil, lawful, or good, it gains that subtype. So Sharkbait can get smite evil really good. On the plus side,
I'm just looking at Sharkbait. I feel like I'm wearing an anti-bulletproof
Claire-
vest with you around.
Claire. Now, to be fair, there are like, people have imps as companions and stuff. So in the land of this, I mean, there's a goddamn Nazi country that is all about the devils. So I think that people will be like,
why do we
F.
keep having Nazi countries?
To be fair, they made Cheliax was cool, and then they made Cheliax boring. I don't know why. I guess they didn't like the
Okay.
Nazis.
Seth, you made me think of this incredibly humorous idea of like a priest getting pissy with someone's like imp companion saying it's like like infernal evil beast. I'm walking with Sharkbait right next to me. He turns, he's like, Jesus Christ, because it's just this
The
large.
honesty of my religion.
You know what I really like about Sharkbait is because every evil plane creature hates every other evil plane creature. So devils and demons both hate Sharkbait. To demons, not evil and not chaotic enough. To devils, not lawful enough. They're all so picky.
I also want the priest to pull out like some ancient holy book. Do you not realize what you have wrought on our world? And it's like this ancient manuscript that shows like these ancient
Ferrets.
drawings. And there's like a ferret in the center of eating the sun.
The evil
A
rule of ferrets.
a ferret standing on a pile of hundreds of corpses,
No, standing on a big bottle of Ferravine.
Do you
just
not
licking his
understand?
paws.
Licking his
Safi,
chops.
You underestimate. She's not standing on a single big bottle. She's standing on the world's entire supply.
I, your cousin, Throckmorton, the skateboarder, am concerned by this.
Sure. I've caught just to kind of get. The worst part is I'm playing it the way I'm playing my character is I just sort of get him a summer to sort of get ahead partially in life, not fully in life.
What is your alignment again?
Where is my alignment? My alignment. Where is my alignment? Oh, neutral good.
So
Like how
you're
you're
good-
polar opposites.
Well, okay. The idea is demon followers can see the big picture, but do things of their own mean. They have reasons that they're doing things, but they will follow a neutral master. So she has her own intentions, but she's on her side. It's okay.
Also,
You're
Claire, I
so
would have
weird.
loved it if you were carrying a gate breaker. Okay,
So-
just give me a minute. You just sit down and start assembling it.
You goblins are so screwed when I get my ballista out. Hey, Shark.
Oh, I
wait,
love
wait.
this. I love this. Eidolons have been known to refuse actions that are against their ethos or alignments, and are quick to
So
chide
you-
the summoner for such requests.
So if you tell Sharkbait to help out a person charitably, she will simply say no. and
They will
block
duke you. They will duke you
yeah.
mercilessly.
Well, the way I think about it is that she's constantly trying. Well, that, which makes sense. I actually read on that. She's constantly trying to tempt me to let my cup runneth over, so to speak.
Hey Claire, you see that chalice over there? You should touch it.
Yeah, she keeps talking about angry Matthew and marbles.
I
I
like
was going
the-
with soul sacrifice.
I like the idea of every
Oh,
time
yeah.
you tell her to do something, you basically got to convince her why it's a bad thing.
Yeah, you must make her understand that it is evil.
Well, I mean, if I did that, battles would get very, very infuriated, and Safi would probably eat my throat out. I have an hour-long conversation with myself every turn.
By the way, well, Ezra's no longer here, but be prepared for Ezra to get lots of bread shoved into their arms, as people are like, you need to eat up.
You hungry? Wait, I just thought of something. I didn't read on. Can she talk?
Well, hey, there's
Can
there's
Sharkbait
rumors about
talk is a great
another
question,
new
actually.
Joker movie.
Hmm?
There's another new Joker movie.
Oh my! Another one and another one.
Yeah, to have him go against Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Oh. So we're just
What?
Okay, who's Joker this time?
Okay, so there's only rumors of who it is. Johnny Depp.
Fuck off.
Oh, here we go. Claire, you can actually communicate freely. Like you have basically super telepathy.
Well, yeah.
Yes,
See,
can
I've
Sharkbait
been.
communicate with others?
Yeah, I've actually been playing it this whole time. That Sharkbait's actually talking to me the entire time in my head.
That's a great question. Let's have a look. See.
But because she's sentient, she's not actually a ferret. So, and if we're
She's not actually baby bait.
and if we're gonna play it that way, she's actually some kind of ancient destroyer destined to consume the sun. We're not gonna do that, but
Also, apparently Joker movies.
Oh!
Jokers in movies now have to have a really weird problem with Batman.
Baby Claire, I got some bad news for you. In the Eidolon section on your class sheet, it mentions that an Eidolon must be within one alignment step of the summoner. And it can speak all your languages. So anything you know, it knows.
well,
Unlanguage
yeah,
wise.
she's in my head. Well,
So
well, I would
Sharkbait
say-
can speak in that, probably in that crappy 2000 CGI way. Yeah.
she speaks like Shodan from what's that game called?
Hello, I'm Rootin' Tootin' Bait.
Shodan from System Shock.
Yeah, she speaks like Shodan from System Shock. Like in my head, it's very annoying and distracting.
I think so. This is a stream question. It's an interesting one to answer. I think you can shape Eidolons to just look like people, but they look like their own person.
Which is so boring. Why would I do that when I can have a giant ferret? I'm not like I'm not being an a-hole here. Why would
Baby
I
Claire
do-
priority list.
Well, yeah. Why be a person? Why have a person? Because anyone can have a person. It's not illegal to have a pet people.
I
Oh
just-
wait, yeah, it is.
Claire, they're not a pet. They are allowed to. They're allowed to chide you and disobey. They're basically Pokemon, really, but with slightly more rights.
Look,
Also,
the odd.
Notorious.
No, they are Pokemon, really. Just realized they.
Notorious. Have you noticed that the last two Joker movies have had Jokers where they're just significantly older than Batman?
Yeah.
Like that was one of the weird things about the Joaquin Phoenix one, is that
Well, I never thought that one was in any real continuity with any Batman that we've really known before.
Yeah, but it's the idea that by the time Bruce Wayne, according to that movie, is 20, the Walking Phoenix Joker will be 68.
Yeah, but like
So by the
He
time
never-
Batman is Batman, he's beating the shit out of a geriatric old man.
maybe he becomes like George Clooney and is immortal.
He's the
No,
Batman.
you see, that's why we would have used Johnny Depp.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Claire, I think it means true neutral when it says a neutral summoner.
So do I need to be true neutral then? Because I'm only neutral good just because I just think neutral good is better than just saying you're true neutral.
Why is it so important that Sharkbait's a demon?
Because it was the most interesting one, and also a lot of the ones I wanted to choose didn't
So-
have the choice of quadruped.
Allow me to read to you all the description of Daemon. The agents of horrible deaths, Daemon Eidolons desire the utter annihilation of all things. Their forms vary wildly depending on which type of death they embody, and Daemon Eidolons sometimes represents a more obscure kind of death than the most famous daemons. They wish to sow death and misery through a variety of means. Yes.
So if it's ferret shaped, it would be the most chaotic of all deaths.
Now, apparently, it's fine for this because ending lives is a typical part of an adventurer's career. So following along with a summoner gives a daemon ample opportunities to gather mortal energy for its own dark and inscrutable purposes.
But he's always like Sharkbait will always be like, "Can we kill him?"
I just love that. I just love that
Do more.
Sharkbait. Like Sharkbait probably gives Talon like a good job, thumbs up. You
Yeah.
killed the goblin.
Every
You
time
killed
you
that
kill,
goblin.
like,
Thank you.
that's
And
why
Talon's like,
that's
yeah, it's what we were doing.
So Safi, I have a math question for you.
Oh no.
If we got 1,400 experience and it's 2,000 to level up, why is it 350 to level
Because
up?
that's the total, and it's divided by 4.
Yeah,
Because there's
it
4
was-
of you.
Yeah, we each got 350.
Oh, okay. I see how it works.
But see, Savvy, you understand now why
Wow.
I chose Damon?
It's actually going to take quite some time to level up.
Why is your opinion of Sharkbait so bad?
It's the most true Sharkbait Plus, and if you look very closely at all the choices, quadruped was kind of limited for some reason, despite...
You're weird.
Damon was honestly the coolest one. Plus, look at the evolutions that Damon gets with leveling.
Let's take a look-see. What does...
Also, Claire, weren't you talking about how you need to get sleep?
before Claire goes to sleep, let's look at what a
then
daemon gets
you-
as they level up.
I
Did
got
your usual.
caught up. Well, yeah, I did my usual because I'm an idiot.
They have resistance to acid, which increases as they level up. They get a +4 to death, disease, and poison. At level 4, they become resistant to the traditional energy types, cold, electricity, and fire, 10. At level 8, they get 1 to the evolution pool. At 12th, they get DR5 good. They also gain immunity to death effects, disease, and poison. At 16th, they lose their resistance to acid. Because they're now immune to it, they also gain telepathy for everyone else. At 20th level, as a standard action, they can devour a portion of the soul of a dying creature that has died no earlier than a round ago. This kills the creature and provides the island with a profane bonus to... Oh, so it's basically death knell.
Yeah, there is no reviving because there's
Sharkbait steals your soul!
and eats it. No, she steals your soul and makes Faravine out of it.
I got my
You know how
Pharazine.
you know how you like to finish people off? When you finish someone off, your Sharkbait just looks at you and kind of nods. You're not sure why.
But that's one of the things that's part of my class.
Get a
Getting
sippy
killing
straw.
blow on something close to my level or higher means I get panache points back.
Yeah, and she-
Get Sharkbait arms. So she's a
Yeah,
bug.
But hey, everyone, isn't it great? At level 16, she can sleep with everyone. That means you can hear what I hear all the time while I'm sleeping.
Give Sharkbait
Yeah, give her. You want me to give her? You want me to give her like anchor arms?
anchor arms.
You know, remember when we dropped the rider and he's on the ground? Instead of biting him, she grows like 4 arms and starts pummeling him into the dirt.
Oh my god.
But I am going to go. To bed
Goodbye.
I'm having a
Goodbye.
really-
Talking.
Yeah, I'm good. Do this.